Welcome, Never Betters, to my YouTube channel. I'm Susan, and this is Buddy Sherman. We are so grateful you're here. So today I've prepared a 45-minute Vinyasa Flow yoga class for you, all about movement and message. In the flow, we're going to move in and out of different variations of dolphin pose. The message is about how wisdom is knowing people. I hope you enjoy. If you like what you see, hit that thumbs up, push the bell for future notifications, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Now let's get after the best version of you today. If you follow me at Never Better Yoga on Spotify, we're going to go ahead and press the start button for today's playlist all together right now. Then come with me to the top of your mat. So in the viewing of your feet, they're going to be the width of your hips. A lot of times people think their hips are bigger than they are, so just know that maybe 4 to 6 inches apart. And then we're going to capture the Ganesha grip. So it's right hand kind of locks inside the left. So this hand gesture helps us remove any obstacles that could be hindering us in our way today for our practice. So as you capture that Ganesha grip, pull your arms apart, keeping your fingers locked. So just feel a little bit of pressure as you actually lengthen your neck. Lift your chin just a tint and then pull back like you were pushing your chin back, lining up your spine. Now take that Ganesha grip with bent arms. You can keep your elbows soft, but elevate your arms overhead and keep pulling the fingers apart. Now dip the right elbow into your side body and just take a lean up and over to the right side of the house. Release the Ganesha grip, right hand on your hip, left arm up and overhead for a side bend. Now come back to center, place both hands on your hips, shrug your shoulders up to your ears, roll them down the back side, draw your elbows closer together and shift your gaze up. Now neutralizing your spine, take that Ganesha grip with the opposite hand on top. Right in front of your body, right in front of your heart, your sternum, your chest. Now, nice and slow as you feel that element of pressure pulling apart, removing any obstacles that can hinder your practice today. Dip the left elbow into your side as you lift the right elbow up and behind your head and take a lean to the left. Release the Ganesha grip, left hand, left hip, right arm up and overhead. Now maybe even gaze up and under the right arm. Now placing both hands on your hips, neutralize your posture and just draw your chin down towards your chest, stretching the back side of your neck. Now, on the way back, shrug your shoulders up. Lace your hands behind your back if possible. or maybe one hand on each forearm with bent arms, and look up again, or slide your hands down the back side of your body as you open your front body. Now, hands on hips again, bend your knees, lead with your heart, cascade down. Take yourself right into a fold, but heel toe your feet. Maybe further than your hips, maybe all the way to the width of your mat. Capturing one hand on each bicep, coming into ragdoll. Now ignite a little sway, a little shift in your ragdoll. Just kind of weaving right to left, letting the crown of your head be nice and heavy. And then holding up in the center, just shaking out anything that could possibly hinder your practice today, anything that's troubling you, any worries, any doubt. We are going to tap into wisdom. We've been unpacking David Brooks' book called How to Know a Person. So shake out anything that could hinder today's flow. Now draw a yes back in, knowing that wisdom is knowing people. Really finding out who they are. How do we know a person? That is what makes us wise. Shake that yes back in, knowing you are exactly where you belong today. There is no coincidence that you have unrolled your mat. Release your hands down. Pop your right heel up. Right hand stays down. Spin open to the left, levitating the left arm up. Or maybe you just keep your left hand on your hip. Now just rock a little bit back and forth. So you've popped the right heel up, so you're working the arch. Just rock, maybe just a couple inches forward and a couple inches back. Beautiful. Now lower the right heel down. Take both of your hands to your shins. Create a flat back style, a tabletop style. Breathe in. Exhale, elbows go wide. Physically pull yourself together on the floor. Do that 2 more times. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Breathe in. Exhale, breathe out, elbows wide, pulling yourself together. 1 more time. Flat back, hands on shins, heart lifts, tailbone to crown of head. Exhale, fold. Now rooting down through the soles of your feet. Rise up, breathe in. Legs are wide. Right hand, left wrist, side bend. Back to the center. V your arms as you look up. And then left hand, right wrist, side bend, up and over to the left. Now, release, hinge, bend, and fold right back down. You're going to go ahead in the fold, pop the left heel up, left hand stays down, twist open to the right. So you're peeling the right shoulder blade back. Maybe your hand stays on your hip on the right side. Maybe you stack your shoulders and levitate the right arm up. And then shift forward and back just a couple of inches as you create a little bit of a rock. Beautiful. Now release right hand down, lower the left heel down. I want you to rock back on your heels enough to pull your toes up. Your knees can be bent, but flare your toes out. Plant your feet, pop your heels up, and shift forward a little bit. Working the arches of your feet. Now lower your heels down. You're going to heel toe your feet all the way together. Take a halfway lift with hands on shins. Breathe in. Exhale, breathe out and fold. Root to rise, come to standing, levitate your arms up, and then collect your hands in that Anjali Mudra at heart center. Now close your eyes, draw your chin towards your chest. So today, should you have a wish, could be a prayer, an intention for your practice. Wisdom is knowing a person. If there's someone that you would like to know a little bit better, maybe that's the purpose of your practice today. Draw that intention right into your heart, and once you have it, seal it with your hands pressing together in that prayer style, and then offer your intention up. Breathe in with arms lifted. Part the heavens, hinge, bend, and fold right over your legs. Take a halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands, and step back onto hands and knees. Exhale, round your back, tuck your chin for cat. Inhale for cow. Tilt your tail up, shift your gaze up, let your belly drop. You're creating a back bend. Do that again. Exhale, round and hollow in cat. Inhale, soften and melt in cow. Now this time, as you push the earth away for cat, when you come down to cow, drop your forearms down as you tilt your tail up and lift your chin. Now lift your elbows up, pull your belly in, come to cat. Forearms down, come to cow. 2 more times, just like that. Exhale, round and hollow, belly in towards your spine. Inhale, arch the back, tilt the tail, forearms lower down. Last time, elbows lift up, round the back, tuck the chin. Inhale, drop the forearms. Now, keep the forearms down. This time, tuck your toes under. Pop your hips up to come into dolphin with your forearms down. Now, in your dolphin, pop your heels up, bend your knees, keep your forearms down, come to cow. Lift your elbows up if possible, come to cat. Drop your elbows, tuck your toes, dolphin pose as you lift your knees up. Down dog with your forearms down. Now as you lower your knees down, cow with your forearms down, arching your back, tilting your tail, forearms are still lowered. Now navel into spine, round the back, tuck the chin. Now stay right here. You're gonna lift the right leg up and the left arm is gonna go forward for bird dog. Exhale, left elbow toward right knee. Inhale, stretch long. Exhale, draw it back in. Inhale, stretch long. Left hand reaches out, thumb down, right leg bends, maybe catching hand and foot. Now release that connection. If you can, shift your hands out to the sides. Right leg is lifted. Just take an optional push-up as you bend down and then bring your right knee to meet the left. Now, if you have any issues with your wrists, you could always stack your fists. You could always set your hand on blocks to elevate the floor, or you could use your forearms. So now elevate that left leg of yours, not dropping your belly, keeping it lifted, and then let the right arm reach forward for bird dog. There you go. Now exhale, right elbow, left knee. You've got this. Inhale, stretch back out. Look for the length. Do it again. Exhale, draw in, contract. Inhale, stretch long. Now you might stay right here, or right thumb goes down, left leg maybe bends, and you head toward possible capturing of that right hand to left foot. Release, keep the left leg lifted. And if you can, turn your hands out, elbows go wide. Just take a nice little push up. Bring your hands back. Lower the left leg to meet the right. Push back, child's pose. Now, from your child's pose, rise up, bend your arms, and slither right onto your belly. Let your heart lift for cobra. Breathe in. Exhale, lower your chin. Breathe out. Push back, cat. Round the back, tuck the chin. Drop the forearms, cow. Tuck the toes under, dolphin. Lift the elbows up, down dog, shift to high plank. Exhale, knees down, back to child's pose. Now, inhale, slither through to cobra as you land on your belly, elevating your heart up. There you go, breathe. Lower your chin back down, push back, cat. From your cat, drop your forearms, cow. From your cow, tuck your toes under, dolphin. Now you could stay in dolphin or elevate your elbows up, shift to high plank. Knees drop, go back to child's pose. Slither forward to cobra. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, back, down dog. Now in your down dog, right leg lifts. Maybe you down dog it with your forearms down. Circle your right foot right around your ankle. Then reverse the direction. Now pull the right knee right into your forehead, step it forward, dip the left knee down. Now you might want to have blocks for this. You're going to elevate your arms up, but go to that Ganesha grip. So back to the beginning of practice, right hand laces into the left. Physically pull apart. Elevate your arms then up. Now, can you dip the right elbow in towards your side as the left elbow comes up overhead? Now, reach down, right hand might go on the block, dip your hips, left arm up and over. Beautiful. Now, modified revolved lunge. Left toes tuck, left kneecap lifts, right arm spins up. Now look back at the left foot. Left arm lifts forward, come around, warrior two. Now flip both palms, kick the heels in, toes out, gaze up, stargazer. Take it into warrior two at the back of the mat. Turn your hips to the left leg as you draw into warrior one. Tee your arms on top and then lace your hands behind your back if possible. Slide them down the back side of the right hamstring. Cascade down, dive in to humble warrior. Now, as you release that connection, elevate the right heel up, right hand forward, left hand back. Super slow, lower the right knee down. Left hand behind, arc up and back. Now, as you collect your hands, right upper arm on the outside of the left thigh, you're facing the back of the mat, hands are at heart center. Pop the right kneecap up. Come up and around, back to the second warrior, back of your mat. Stargazer, heels in, toes out, gaze up. Warrior two, front of the house. Flip the right palm for peace. This time, right into side angle. Right forearm, right femur bone, left arm up and overhead. Now look down at the right foot, float up, half moon. Right toes are forward, left leg lifts. Now maybe you point the left foot. Maybe you floin it in between a point and a floin. If you can reach back with a bent left leg, left hand catches foot. Then release it, drawing the left knee in towards your forehead. Set it next to the right foot. Come to chair pose, Utkatasana, top of your mat. Stand up tall, Ganesha grip right in front of your body. Inhale, elevate your arms up, right elbow in towards your side body, left arm up overhead. Right hand, right hip, left arm up and over, side stretch. Come back, reverse the grip, Ganesha grip, opposite hand on top, pull apart any of those obstacles. Wisdom is knowing about people. It's the ability to see deeply into who people are and what they should move in the complex situations of their life, how they should move through those situations. Elevate that Ganesha grip up. We help people remove any obstacles. That's what the great gift of illuminators share with those around them. Right elbow up and overhead. Left elbow comes into the side. Left hand, left hip, right arm up and over. Wise people, they don't tell us what to do. They start by witnessing our story. They find out about us, maybe by asking questions. What's going well? What's not going well? Both hands in hip pockets. Elbows draw together. Lift the front body. Hinge, bend, and fold. What's not going well? What would you change if you could? Inhale and lengthen. Now, step back, hands and knees. Find cat. Drop your forearms, find cow. Tuck your toes, find dolphin. Lift your elbows, down dog. Shift to high plank. Drop your knees back to child's pose. Slither through, chin, chest, belly, cobra. Heart lifts, back to cat. Drop your forearms, cow. Tuck your toes, dolphin. Stay in dolphin or lift your elbows up. Left leg is going to elevate. Circle your left foot around your ankle. And then reverse that direction. Now left knee right into the nose. Step it forward. Dip the right knee down. Capture that opposite Ganesha grip. Arms elevate up. A fierce heart opener. Left elbow into the side. Right elbow up and overhead. Now, if you can, maybe left hand on a block, maybe on the floor. Lift up and over. Lean to the left. Breathe. Now come back, right hand down, tuck the right toes under, modified revolved lunge. Look back, spin the outer edge of the right foot down, up and around second warrior. Now get a nice deep bend on the left knee. Track it over the second and third toe as you gaze over the left index finger. A nice long line of energy. Turn it into stargazer. Heels in, toes out, gaze up. Second warrior, back of the house. Turn your second warrior into crescent. Left hand forward, right hand back. Dip the left knee all the way down to planet Earth. Right hand behind the left hamstring. Exalt it up and back. Collect your hands. Left upper arm on the outside of the right front thigh. There you go. Tuck the left toes under. Pop the left kneecap up. Twisted crescent at the back of the house. Up and around, second warrior, back of the house. Stargazer. Pause in your stargazer. Look up. Hands spread wide. Heels in, toes out, gaze up. Second warrior, front of the house. Get the left knee bent. Get the left knee tracking over the second and third toe. If it rotates in, externally rotate as you bend into it. Flip the left palm, peace. Find side angle. Maybe it's modified. Left forearm, left femur bone, right arm up and overhead. Now looking down at the left big toe, you might have to slide your left leg back. Half moon. This is where you shine from the inside out. Maybe capturing that Chapasana connection. So those wise people, they don't tell us what to do. They start by witnessing our story. They take the rationalizations, the episodes we tell, and they see us in a noble struggle. But then, really good confidence, the people we go to when we're in trouble are more like coaches than they are philosopher kings. Turn it into an L shape. Exhale, right knee to the left. Drop your hips, come to chair pose, Utkatasana. So they don't tell us what to do. They help us process our thoughts and emotions and help us expand it, push it along, so we can come up with our own decisions. Rise up, hook your thumbs, straighten your legs, expand your front body. Turn it into that Ganesha grip right in front of your heart and chest. Hands grip. Pull apart any obstacles that could hinder that freedom. Elevate your arms up. Dip your right elbow in, lean up and over to the right. Release your right hand to hip, left arm up and over. Come back to the center. Reverse that Ganesha grip right in front of your sternum, your breastbone. Keep the elbow soft. Elevate your arm up. pull the left elbow in, right arm up and overhead, lean left, left hand, left hip, right arm up and over, side bend. Feel that lateral extension, should feel good. Come back to the center, tee your arms, expand your heart. Either collect your hands behind your back or one hand on each forearm, and then lift your gaze up. Stretch the front body, stretch the neck. Now release as you hinge, bend, and fold. Take a halfway lift at the top of your mat. Step back, you're going to go to hands and knees. Finding cat, round your back, tuck your chin. Drop your forearms for cow. There you go. Now, forearms stay down, tuck your toes under. Can you pop your hips up, even if your legs are bent? Dolphin pose. Now, you can keep your forearms down or elevate them up for down dog. Shift, high plank. Drop the knees, come back to child's pose. Inhale, rise up, chin, chest, belly, slither into cobra, let the heart lift. Maybe Urdhva Mukha, up dog. Exhale, up and back, cat, round the back, tuck the chin. Drop the forearms, cow. Find dolphin right here. Now, hold your dolphin. Now you've got options. You could lift up your left leg and balance in three-legged. You could tip into the forearm balance if that's part of your practice. You could raise one leg at a time, then maybe the other. But then I want you to drop your knees, shift back, hips to heels, sweep your arms alongside your body and come to embryo pose. So just a little thank God asana for the wisdom that is upon us. How do we know another person? People want to be heard. They don't need you to fix things. They don't need to hear advice. They just want to be heard. They want to know that they matter, that you value them. No matter how small the transaction is. As we recognize others, we get to know people by listening to them talk. Breathe. Now, come up, tuck your toes under. I want you to just walk your hands back to your feet to a forward fold at the back of your mat. Take a halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Physically pull yourself together. Now rise up to stand at the back of the mat. Bring your hands together at heart center and just pause. Bring your purpose back to the forefront of your mind. Your intention, your wish, your prayer. And then as you move your breath through your body, you can bring that intention back into the forefront of your focus. Sit into Utkatasana chair pose. Sweep the tips of your fingers alongside your feet. Left hand, left hip, carry the right shin up, or maybe peace fingers around the right big toe. You choose, you decide. Maybe you reach the right leg out. Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana, left arm is going to lift. Now, open it up on the diagonal, variation B. Now, take the right leg. You might even carry it in. We're going to come to tree at the back of your mat. Maybe it's hands at heart center. Letting the chin draw back and lift up just a bit. Finding balance. In your Vrikshasana, getting rooted, getting grounded, getting wise. How to know a person. Ask questions. Get good at asking questions about other people and listening. You'll find their stories in time. Sit back into chair, Utkatasana. Breathe. Can you lighten your toes? Draw your hips back. Fierce thunderbolt pose, this is called. Sweep the tips of your fingers alongside your feet. Then either right hand, right hip, left hand can come to the left shin. Maybe peace fingers around the left big toe. Either hang on to a bent left knee shin or extend the left leg. Right arm elevates up. Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. Open up. Variation B. Breathe. Find your center. Vrikshasana tree pose. Collecting your hands at the center of your heart. Lifting your chin, drawing it up and back as you get yourself even a little taller, lifting out of the right hip. Breathe. Now, sit it back into Utkatasana chair pose. Reach forward as your tailbone draws back. Now, walk out. You're going to slither down to your elbows to come to forearm plank pose. Now, in your forearm plank, lift your right leg. Right knee, right tricep. Stretch it back, lower it down. Stay in forearm plank, left leg lifts. Left knee, left tricep. Stretch it back, lower it down. Hold. Now lower your hips, lift your heart and chest. Let Sphinx pose. Open your front body, soften the space around your eyes. Now lower your chin down and come back up into Sphinx. Forearms are down, heart and chest lift. Breathe in. Lower back down. One more time. Another Sphinx. Or maybe you want to activate baby seal. Opening the front body. Hips are still grounded. Tops of feet press into the mat. Arms extend. Now lowering back down. Take your right arm in front of your body. Left arm bent. Propel yourself up and over onto your back to find happy baby. Now just take a gentle shift right to left, east to west. Maybe you capture the outside edges of your feet. Maybe you reach inside for a little variation, then capturing the outsides of your feet. Maybe it's the outsides of your shins, your calves. If you prefer an upavista, an extended straddle, that's always an option. Then as you bring your feet to the width of your hips, planting them down, palms are going to go down, back of your head is pressing into the mat, hips are down, feet are down. Now press your hands and feet, your padas and your hastas down, as you elevate your hips up for bridge pose, Setu Bandha. Now maybe you lace your hands underneath your body as you lift your hips even a tense higher. Then release on down, hugging the right shin in. Let the left leg go long. Now, as you carry the right leg across your body, find a rotation, a twist. Maybe you tee the right arm. Maybe you reach back for a bent left leg with the right hand. Now, breathe into the twist. The inhale creates space. The exhale helps you dive into that space you create. Unravel and find the left shin drawing in, right leg goes long. Right hand to the outside of the left leg, rotate for that spinal twist, maybe teeing the left arm, maybe keeping it alongside your body. Maybe capturing a bent right leg to really stretch the right quad. Now, as you unravel, just let your legs go long, coming into our final posture. Letting your arms come alongside your body with your palms facing up. Moving in to Shavasana. There is nothing left to do, just to be. We're not called human doings, we're called human beings. So take this opportunity to practice being. Just be right here, right now. Any thoughts that try to distract you, just let them pass you by. And then I invite you to turn the video off if you can stay maybe 5, 10, 15 minutes. Or if you're coming with me, just bring movement back to your fingers and your toes. And then as you bend your knees, you're going to make that rotation over onto your right side where you just come into that fetal position, that posture before you press yourself back up into your day, coming to that sweet seat, Sukhasana. Slip your hands beneath your kneecaps and circle your torso around your waistband. So just finding that circular movement, letting the visualization be that you are anchored and grounded in your wisdom. People don't care how much you know till they know how much you care. So as we get about the give, get about the shift of seeking out other people's stories, getting to know other people by asking questions. What's going well? What's not going well? What would you change if you could? And what else? Now reverse the direction. Not asking to fix, to change, to judge, but just to be wise, to be curious, to help someone else feel valued and heard. Now hold up in the center, sweep your arms and your hands, your Surya Hasta sun hands out to the side, carry up your gifts, your graces, your blessings, and the wisdom as you seal it into your heart along with your purpose for today's practice. Let it bring you peace. Let it bring you joy and love that you can share with your family, friends, and loved ones. Now looking up, let's all finish off with one Om to home. Sip your breath in. Om. Now go on out and be a blessing. Namaste.